My name is Callahan. I'm from Whidbey Island. I grew up here on the south end of Whidbey Island, and I am a glass artist. I produce blown glass. I have a studio in the back behind the house. I spend most every day here producing and making glass objects and vessels and different products to ship out all over the world. One of the things that is complicated for people to understand with manufacturing glass is that it requires years of discipline in the media to allow you to apply creativity to skill. So it takes years of making something simple like Christmas ornaments or cups and making thousands of them over the years in order to build the discipline and the mechanical memory in your limbs and arms to take a creative thought and execute it really well into a piece of artwork. It's enormously difficult for people to start out in glass, and one of the first things that a lot of American glass artists try and do is jump right on the creative side of it, but they haven't developed the skills. Like, I've personally been working in glass almost 18 years, and I've heard it said in the past that glass is a cruel mistress. It can be really brutal at times. It can punish you on a regular basis and give you enormous gratification. It has its own memory. When you touch it somewhere, it blows out. If you touch it with cold tools in a certain spot and you blow out the bubble, that bubble from a little ball all the way up to the expanded giant sea float you just made will always remember where you manipulated it. It's almost like it has a life of its own. When you're trying to figure out how a piece of glass is made, or when people are watching how it's made, it's one of the most important tools that we use is gravity. It's really consistent. It's always there. It'll never break, and so we can swing things out. We can hold things up and let them fall back on themselves. And manufacturing glass is a really excellent physics lesson, because all the things you learn about physics are applied to this media. The way it interacts with other materials, the way it expands, contracts. You need a nice formula of gravity, physics, and applied skill to make a piece of glass. The mechanical memory, the training, and the discipline, it takes years to develop it so that you can execute a beautiful piece of artwork after years and years of disciplining yourself to learn how to make glass do what you need to do.